Hey guys, this is the vwnut garage. First of all, welcome to all the new people. If you've been here for a while, thanks for still being here. The power of Musty One, that's a real deal, so special thanks goes out to Musty One. I never thought that I would have this many people interested in the things I'm doing. Right now you guys are looking at my current project. If you've been here a while, you know that's a daisy. What's happening today is I got a couple of things. I've got my 67 still out in a shed put away for the winter, but it's got quite a bit of pump gas in it with ethanol. Since we just rebuilt that carburetor before we put her away, I want to make sure that I get the gas out of the carburetor. I don't want to leave the gas in the car, so we'll take the gas out of the car and leave the car empty. We'll use the ethanol while it's still good for the mowers and the snow blowers and the things like that. And then I got to remember to do a valve adjustment on the engine, the 1500 that's in Daisy, so we'll probably do that today before I forget. That's pretty straightforward. I got to wire up the engine, but I may need to go back and watch my video on how I took the wires off because it's been a little while, so we want to get that wired back up so I know what the heck's going on there. And we got to get some braces welded in there. Got to get the rest of the driver's side floor cut out, get the driver's side floor fitted in there, and then we'll weld everything back up. And that one will be getting a carpet kit, fresh interior. We went through the top half of the motor. You guys know. So I'll bring you guys along as I go about my day. I'm going to start by cleaning the shop because it is wrecked. So probably some high speed and some music. Whether or not you like the music, you can always hit mute, guys. Really, you can always just hit mute. I put in the music that I like or that somebody requests. So if you have a request for music, leave it in the comments and I'll try to accommodate. Fresh eggs. So I don't forget where I put it. Alright, so there's just a couple of videos ago we had this going, so I'm sure there's oil. Get the some of the bounce out of the way. Plenty of oil. Alright, so here's what I did. I just took a, I keep an extra fuel filter and fuel line in the car because it's old. So it just happens to be the right length to run from inside the feed to the fuel pump. The line that feeds the fuel pump from the tank, it runs right into that fuel filter now, and then down the fuel filter right into the can, and we just let gravity do its thing and keep its eye on it. And then we'll take the bowl nut loose on the carburetor over there on the other side and drain the fuel out of the bowl of the carburetor into a like a coffee cup. Alright, so right about there. I just broke this loose. It's just a little 13 millimeter, and then I got my little jug there to catch hopefully all of it. And that'll drain the gas out of the bowl. Put that back in there without cross-threading it. Alright, that's just gonna do its thing now. And it's got about a quarter tank or so in there, so 3 or 4 gallons. It's not the fastest way to do it, but it does get the gas out of the car, so I'll bring you back. Also, I was looking a little bit at Exhibit A here, and there's a little bit of crud in there, but no water, so should be okay. It sounded pretty good when she was running, so. Alright, well, Patina decided to wake up and join us in the shop today. She looks like maybe she's got more nap in her still. Get back to cleaning the shop. Alright, so funny how one thing leads to another. I got the wiring hooked up. I gotta go get another little clippy at the parts store so that we can finish hooking up the coil. I gotta fix the vacuum leak that is going to be produced right here. One thing led to another. I mean, I got under there to do the valve adjustment, and I was like, well, it's gonna be way easier if I take off the wheels, so I'm gonna take off the wheels. It's warm enough today. I should probably paint the wheels, so that looks like that's the direction we're headed now. I'm gonna go pick up that clippy, and we're gonna fix that vacuum leak, and I'm gonna get the tires off of this thing, the wheels off of this thing, at least the rear ones, and get them up over here on the bench and paint them. Patina's it'll be with you in just a second. She's out there making sure that nobody approaches the VW nut without him knowing about it. Alright, so you guys are looking at the wheel up on the bench, and I just got some steel wool just to kind of get the heaviest of the stuff off of there. It looks like this wheel's probably about like 4 or 5 different colors. That's kind of cool. Alright, so we're gonna put this one back together. all the gas is drained out of it, so we can go ahead and make her ready for when springtime comes around. Got a couple of things in the way right here. Careful. Should be good enough. Ta-da! Alright, so this one's all taken care of. We'll just get her pushed back in the shed. I'll give you guys a shot of that one. She's pushed back in here, and we'll close the door and see her in about 6 weeks. Well, good night, Ruby. We will see her soon. Alright, so normally I would take like some index cards or some playing cards and just jam them in there. However, I can't find any business cards here at the vwnut garage today, so there's more than one way to do this. So it's not my preferred way, but it does work. Where are you guys going? Anyway, you guys get the idea. Alright, so we got the wheel all taped up. I'm going to shake some paint and put a coat on it, and then we'll get to doing a valve adjustment on the 64 bug here. Alright, so there is a mark right here on the distributor that shows it's number 1. We come down here, and I know that behind there is number 1, and so there's a video or two up on my channel and on Musty One's channel of how to do a valve adjustment. So this is what I'm going to do in between coats, and I got a coat of paint on the wheel up there. It looks pretty good. I'll show you guys. Alright, so there's the first coat on the wheel, and I'll bring you guys back after we put a couple more coats on and do a valve adjustment. Alright, well that was the quickest valve adjustment that I've ever had to do. Almost like it was probably done before. Number 3 intake was a little bit tight, so we loosened that up. Couple of more coats of paint happened here on this wheel, and I think that's probably where we'll leave you guys this time. Patina out there doing her thing, and that's the update today from the vwnut garage. I'd like to thank you guys again for coming by, hanging out with me. and we'll see you soon. Also, we threw a quick detail spit shine on the little Cox buggy. It had quite a bit of grime on it from years in the shop, but it's pretty cool. We'll probably get it running. We'll see what happens. One project at a time. Alright, so I think that looks much better. Very happy with that. And I know I said I was done for the day, but I couldn't stop myself. So the second one will be done here before too long too. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys again, and we'll see you soon.